Good afternoon, everybody. Welcome back to Market Insights with Linux, and welcome to this new video right here on Bitmine, or the BMNR stock. We're going to do a full update on the current situation for Bitmine. For that, we will also talk a little bit about the current situation for Ethereum. Of course, that matters, and if you don't know why that matters, then why the hell are you watching this video? Matters a lot. We'll talk about that. I have some strong opinions on that. I have some less strong opinions on the current situation of Bitmine. But ultimately, by knowing what to expect from Ethereum, I think we can actually formulate a pretty good idea and a pretty good theory of what to expect from Bitmine as well. Now, we've had a little bit of a rocky start to the trading day today, it seems, with repo operations up. S&P 500 opened a little bit higher, with the NYO has pushed down right now. Volatility index, not sure what's going on with this. Opened higher, is now spiking down. I'm not certain if this data is correct. It would be illogical, especially with the repo operations and the SOFR spreads, but that is something I'll get back to a little bit later. Half a day of trading today because of Thanksgiving still. For all of the American viewers, happy late Thanksgiving and happy Thanksgiving weekend. And personally from the United States, I'm personally from Europe, so I'm not celebrating, but still, it seems like a great holiday to have in addition to the holiday season. But for now, let's get right into it. So the current situation is Bitmine is still buying Ethereum at this point of time. They hold about 3.6 million Ethereum, which at the current value is $11 billion of Ethereum. They're holding 3%, which means that they're still aiming to buy about 2% of the current Ethereum supply. So that means that they still want to buy quite a bit more. It becomes a little bit more difficult, given the fact that obviously they have already bought a lot, and given the fact that their cost price is a little bit higher than, or is a little bit higher than where Ethereum is at this point of time. Ethereum at the moment is trading at $3,050, but ultimately I do think they have a good chance to get there. Obviously not if we get into some sort of a major downtrend right here for Ethereum, but I think when we're talking about Ethereum specifically, the situation actually looks pretty good. Ethereum is not necessarily stronger than the market being Bitcoin, but Bitcoin is flashing quite a lot of good signs right now, in terms of order book depth, in terms of spot buying going on, absorption, right? So futures still selling off, spot actually catching that. Funding rates in the markets are pretty good as well, and we're definitely not over leveraged. That's what you can see down here. There's not a lot of leverage in the price right now for Ethereum. It has already been relatively low since October the 10th, when we had that major liquidation event, but it's also not increasing right here. But you can see there is some new leverage coming into the markets. My apologies, by the way, I have a little bit of a cold. Funding rates in the markets are good. For Ethereum specifically, they're not necessarily amazing, but still they are relatively low, and on the lower time frames they dip into the negative quite a bit as well. So altogether, we have good signs that we are forming a local bottom in the crypto markets, and that has positive signs for Bitmine as well. Now, we found support right now in Bitmine right here at $25, big psychological support level. So that does matter, and together with Ethereum, we have seen some more bullish momentum. However, we had what previously functioned as a bit of a support level right here at the start of November is right here between $38 and $40, which you can see historically is quite a strong level as well. That still remains a strong resistance level. That still remains relatively far away as well. So now we've been able to reclaim $30. We have those bottoming indications for Ethereum and the general crypto market. So that makes me believe, unless we get some very bearish news, but that is not something I expect at the moment, it makes me believe that we have formed some sort of a local bottom, and that we can expect stability, and that we can even expect some more bullish momentum into the key resistance level at $38 and $40. However, I think when we're talking about Ethereum, but also when we're talking about the trust and conviction that there is at this point of time in these digital asset treasury companies such as Bitmine, I think the sentiment is a little bit too low to expect an instant breakout above that. Okay, so more recovery I do expect into $38, $40, but after that I do expect a rejection, and I think it's more likely to expect some stability between 30 $38 rather than an instant return to an uptrend. Bottoms actually take quite long to form in general as well. So my apologies for my cold. It's been a little bit annoying throughout this video. So hopefully you were able to manage and get through it. But that's it for now. That's what I think you need to know regarding Bitmine. Thank you for watching, everybody. Take care. Have a great weekend and bye.